at you and suddenly something in your eyes I see soon begins bewitching me. It's that old devil moon that you stole from the skies. It's that old devil moon in your eyes. You and your glance make this romance too hot to handle. Stars in the night blazing their light can't hold a candle to your razzle-dazzle. You got me flying high and wide on a magic carpet ride full of butterflies inside. Wanna cry, wanna croon, wanna laugh like a loon. It's that old devil moon in your eyes. Just when I think I'm free as a dove, old devil moon deep in your eyes blinds me with
It must have been Moonglow, way up in the blue. It must have been Moonglow that led me straight to you. I still hear you saying, dear one, hold me fast. And I started praying, oh Lord, please let this last. We seem to float right through the air. Heavenly songs seem to come from everywhere. And now when there's Moonglow way up in the blue, I always remember that Moonglow gave me you. It must have been Moonglow way up in the blue. It must have been Moonglow that led me straight to you. I still hear you saying, dear one, hold me fast. And I started praying, oh Lord, please let this last. We seem to float right through the air. Heavenly songs seem to come from everywhere. And now when there's moon glow way up in the blue, I always remember that moon glow brought me you.
Song. Glitty, gloop, gloopy, baby, sibi saba, ubi yaba naba, lili lo lo. Ubi ubi walla, ubi yaba naba, early morning singing song. Good morning, starshine. There's love in your skies, reflecting the sunlight in my lover's eyes. Good morning, starshine. So happy to be, my love and me, as we sing our early morning singing song. Glitty gloop gloopy, dibby labby dooby la 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 lo lo. Saba sibby saba, dooby abba naba, lili lo lo. Dooby dooby walla, dooby abba naba, early morning singing song. Can you hear me singing a song, loving a song, singing a song, loving a song, laughing a song, singing a song, sing a song, song to sing, song, 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 sing, 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 song. Song, 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 sing, 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 song. Sing, sing, song, sing, song. Yeah, you can sing, 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 song, sing, song. Sing, sing, song, sing a song. Sing.
My baby don't care for shows. My baby don't care for clothes. My baby just cares for me. My baby don't care for cars and races. My baby don't care for
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You're a step ahead of me, but please join me in thanking Annette Girk, the university organist, again. Thank you. So welcome. My name's Cara McNish and I'm the chair of the Academic Board, the peak academic body of the university. I'm here to tell you a little about the graduation ceremony, its history, the people involved and how this evening's events will proceed. First, I'd like to acknowledge that our ceremony tonight takes place on Whadjuk Budja, the country of the Noongar peoples, and pay my respects to Noongar elders past, present and future as custodians of the beautiful lands on which we meet. On behalf of all my university colleagues, I'm delighted to welcome you to this evening's graduation ceremony. And most especially, I'd like to offer my congratulations to our graduates, whose achievements we are here to celebrate. This evening we are joined by two accomplished members of the UWA community. Down the back there, Julie Grabovic, Bachelor of Arts 1982, Graduate Diploma of Education 1983, and Emma Jane Hunt, Bachelor of Landscape Architecture 2010. They're here to welcome you as new alumni and to wish you well, one graduate to another, on your journey from here. It's been a few years since they crossed this stage, but they will no doubt recall the same sense of pride and anticipation that I hope you feel today. Julie and Emma Jane will present each of you with your gift from the university after you come off the stage. A Boon Wungni or message stick designed by Noongar elder, UWA advisor and adjunct professor Dr. Richard Wally. In Noongar culture, message sticks were passed between different clans to transmit invitations and messages. Your gifts today honour Noongar people, land and culture at UWA and invite you to keep your own unique and valued place here. And you can read more about your gifts in the graduation program. Tonight's graduation ceremony is also a traditional celebration of the university, and UWA takes great pride in its history. The university was established in 1911 and enrolled its first students over 100 years ago. However, our roots extend back far beyond that time and are deeply embedded in the academic values and traditions that for many centuries have given rise to the world's finest universities. The traditional nature of our graduation ceremony serves to highlight this enduring connection with this heritage. As has been the case in universities across the globe throughout the centuries, the ceremony will begin with the academic procession. This procession comprises graduate scholars, academics and office bearers of the university, attired in their formal academic regalia. The academic regalia also dates back to the very earliest universities. It first began to appear in Europe during the 13th century, but its origins are to be found in the monasteries and convents which before then had served to collect, develop and transmit the steadily accumulating body of human knowledge. UWA is very much an international institution, and our academic staff come from universities in dozens of countries and from dozens of cultures. So in this evening's procession, you will see a varied and colourful array of regalia from all corners of the earth. Procession will be led by PhD graduates, then academic staff in order of seniority. At the end of the procession will come the principal officers of the university, including the Deputy Vice-Chancellor Education, Professor Grady Venville, members of the university's governing body, the Senate, and distinguished guests. The final figure in the procession will be the Pro-Chancellor of the university, Ms Penelope Flett, who is immediately preceded by the mace bearer. The mace will be carried by a current student and is a symbolic representation of the authority vested in the Chancellor, who is the chair of the Senate. After the National Anthem, during which I'd ask all graduands to remove your caps, please, the Pro-Chancellor will formally welcome all graduands and guests and guide us through the ceremony. During the ceremony, there will be a short musical interlude performed by students from the UWA School of Music. You will, I believe, find much to interest you during this evening's proceedings, but of course the main reason you have come is to witness the graduation of our scholars, and I hope you will all join with my colleagues and me in warmly congratulating each scholar who comes onto this stage to have his or her degree conferred. And while it is an historic setting, it is also a celebration, so clapping, hollering, and dare I say, even hooting are permitted as the graduands come on stage. There will be a professional video and photographs of the ceremony and professional photographers waiting downstairs, but please do feel free to stand where you are to capture your own images of the moment. Now would you please all rise to your feet so that the arrival of the academic procession can commence. Thank you.
be seated. Members of the University Senate, distinguished guests, graduands, ladies and gentlemen, it is a pleasure to welcome you to our second autumn graduation ceremony, and it's a particular pleasure to welcome Fred Chaney, who will deliver the graduation address, and his guests, Daniel Fortini, who will deliver the valedictory address, and his guests, Dr. Doug McGee, representing the Warden of Convocation, members of Senate, our previous Chancellor's Medal recipients, Clinical Professor Leslie Carler, David McKinley, and the Honourable Dr. Fred Chaney, AO. And thank you to Professor Cara McNish, Chair of the Academic Board and Council, for your earlier introduction. I wish to acknowledge that the University of Western Australia is situated on Noongar land, and that Noongar people remain the spiritual and cultural custodians of their land and continue to practice their values, their languages, beliefs and knowledge. So in keeping with ceremonies that have been held on this site through the ages, tonight's ceremony is a formal occasion which brings together parents, relatives, friends, teachers and other members of the university to recognise the achievements of graduands, both undergraduate and postgraduate, and to reflect on their success. It's also an occasion for acknowledging the foresight, the generosity and the wisdom of the university's founders and benefactors who established a university in this state, in the words of the UWA Act of 1911, to advance the prosperity and welfare of the people. So as this generation of our graduates goes out into the world, we hope that the knowledge they've acquired during their time at this university will equip them to fulfil this charter set over a century ago, and so contribute to the well-being of the society in which we all live and work. Now, I know you will all enjoy this important occasion in the lives of those who are graduating from the University of Western Australia, which I am proud to say is recognised as one of the top 1% of universities in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, to begin tonight's ceremony, it is my pleasure to invite Professor Grady Venville, Acting Deputy Vice-Chancellor Education, who is representing the Vice-Chancellor of the University this evening, to give a brief opening address to tonight's graduands and their guests.
Pro-Chancellor, graduands, parents, partners and friends of the university, congratulations. It's my privilege to stand here and congratulate each and every one of our graduates. Today is a celebration and recognition of one of the most important journeys that you will ever take, and I hope you all feel very proud to be completing your course here at UWA. You are graduating at an exciting time, with the Faculty of Education having just celebrated its 100th anniversary and a record number of student enrolments last year. And the Faculty of Architecture, Landscape and Visual Arts has extended its overseas in-country teaching programs and international internships, offering many exciting opportunities for students. Our graduates have been making a difference at a local, national and international level for more than 100 years. A lot has changed over this time, and our graduates are now emerging into a rapidly changing world which touches every industry worldwide. You should feel confident that you are well prepared to take your place in a highly competitive working environment. Each of you has overcome many challenges in your path, and these have shaped who you are today. You have mastered subject matter, concepts and techniques, and acquired skills that equip you for lifelong learning. But just as importantly, you have developed the capacity to embrace change, provide innovative solutions, and to question and be open to new ideas and possibilities. This is an exciting time for you, a time to rise to the challenge of what comes next. At the heart of UWA is our purpose: to provide a world-class education, research and community engagement to advance the prosperity and welfare of the people. It is a role we undertake with considerable pride, and I know you share the university's passion to make a difference. I'm delighted you chose to spend these very important years with us, and we are sad to see you leave. But this is not farewell, because you will always be part of the UWA community. You'll always be welcome here, and we will do our best to support you throughout your career. In turn, I hope you will stay connected to your alma mater and become an active alumni member. Graduates, your hard work and dedication have led you to this moment and wherever your journey leads from here. You should be very proud of your achievements. We are all here, your family, friends and teachers, at this very special graduation ceremony to celebrate your success. This is your day. Enjoy it, and congratulations to you all. It is now my pleasure to introduce our guest speaker, Mr. Fred Chaney. Fred completed his Bachelor of Architecture degree with first-class honours at UWA and was awarded the Royal Institute of Architects of Western Australia's E.G. Cohen Medal, which recognises students who have set themselves apart with their work, their attitude to their fellow peers, and the respect they have within the profession. After 2 years of professional practice in Perth, he was awarded UWA's Gledden Fellowship for Overseas Studies and completed a Masters of Architecture at Cambridge University. During his time in the UK, he worked with some of Britain's leading environmental and structural engineers on an environmentally innovative new School of Architecture building at the University of Portsmouth. Fred returned to Australia in the mid-1990s and completed a series of Indigenous housing projects in the WA goldfields. After joining the national practice, Cox Architecture, he spent a decade working in Melbourne, where he delivered award-winning projects in the education sector, justice and urban design and planning. After returning to Perth, he established his own practice, Chaney Architecture, which focuses on work with the educational, health and cultural sectors. The practice has also worked with artists on public art and civil commissions for the Scarborough Waterfront project and the King's Square development in Perth CBD. Fred has also taught an architecture at schools at UWA, Melbourne University and RMIT, and is the chairman of the Australian Urban Design Research Centre in Perth. His recent appointments to the state's peak planning body, the Western Australian Planning Commission, reflects his keen interest in the broader strategic planning frameworks that inform land and urban development in WA. Please welcome Mr. Fred Chaney.
Pro-Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. There's a cracking tale from WA's convict era, a bit of a ripping yarn, you might say, except that it's a true story. In the 1870s, a militant Irish revolutionary group, Clan na Gael, engaged the services of an American Quaker, George Smith Anthony, to assist in the liberation of 6 Fenian prisoners locked up in Fremantle Jail. Captain Anthony set sail from Massachusetts, that's the other side of the world, as most of you would know, made his way to Western Australia, anchored off Rockingham, and coordinated a daring rescue. The so-called Taupo escape enabled the Irish convicts to sail to America after evading prison guards and militia through Fremantle, Rockingham and onto the high seas. As Perth writer Travis Johnson puts it, Captain George Anthony had no dog in this fight, but he resolved to lend a hand because, as he later said, it was simply the right thing to do. Now, there's a lot to like about this story. For anyone with a bit of Irish Catholic in them, like me, there's a very appealing outcome of Irish prisoners getting one over the British establishment. But what I find really compelling is the narrative of people hooking up from opposite sides of the globe at a time when it was immeasurably harder to do so, in order to put something right, at least by their reckoning. Now, whenever I walk into Winthrop Hall, I'm reminded of our collective good fortune to be living in this still very lucky country and to have studied at this beautiful university. You're all here through hard work, but also because of the accidents and the flukes of birth and the little and bigger twists and turns of all of our lives up until now. I graduated right here in this hall 30 odd years ago. After 5 years of architecture school, I was impatient to do a bit more study, and I was lucky enough to secure this generous scholarship that was mentioned earlier to study overseas. Around that time, a peer of mine, who was a bit more thoughtful than me, asked me what it was that I really wanted to do. And I kind of struggled to sort of come up with a profound answer, and my slightly wet-sounding response was that I wanted to build beautiful places. Now, it's a tricky word, beautiful, but a year at Cambridge University must have given me the otherwise unfounded confidence to use it in company. In any case, I don't want to reflect too much on making beautiful places, but it's still one of my whats, if you like, but I do want to reflect more generally on the what, the how and the why of whatever all of you choose to do. So the what. The big and slightly intimidating phrase, I think, is wicked problems, which I'm sure most of you have heard of. And there are plenty of them in this country and around the world. I really hope that many of you here tonight, many of you graduates particularly, will apply yourselves to them. For the architects and the landscapers, there are incredibly complex issues to wrestle with: urban development and economic opportunity, and they kind of go together. Maintaining our ecological systems, affordable housing, which you'll all be keenly aware of as young people in Australia today, and creating places for civic and civil engagement. This last, rather old-fashioned sounding aspiration, I think, is incredibly pertinent in 2017. Ensuring that our cities are places of genuine opportunity for all members of the community is a design and urban planning problem, as well as an economic and social justice problem. The great Italian architect Renzo Piano explains thus why he prefers to work on public buildings, and it's one of the reasons I joined a bigger practice as a young architect. He says it's not because they're more chic or more important, it's because they make a town a better place to live in. They're a fertilising element, he says, which is probably a bit of Italian English translation, whatever, but they become places of civil life, places where you share value, where the beautiful ceremonial ritual of being and staying together takes shape. For graduates in the visual arts, new media is creating, I think, unheard of opportunities for young and independent artists and designers. Talking to my wife Jodie on the weekend, she reminded me of the extraordinary changes in communication we're experiencing and the emergence of a new language like emoji that's ultimately the brainchild, I'd say, of a brilliant visual artist. Even my dad's using emoji. I attended a parent information night at my 7-year-old's primary school last week, and the principal clearly set out the awesome and wonderful responsibilities of teaching. Good teachers, he told me later, understand that they have the power to be change agents. And the need to use, and this is a bit of sort of educational lingo, I guess, but the need to use multiple strategies to give kids different rather than more. I have a 7-year-old, so the thought of teaching 25 or 30 of them I find sort of beyond my ken, I'd have to say. But it is an incredible challenge and an incredible responsibility, I think, to engage every kid in a meaningful way. As one eminent Melbourne academic plainly puts it, the biggest equity issue in Australian education today isn't computers. Sadly for architects, it's not even new buildings or equipment. It's the need for each student to have quality teachers and quality teaching. He says life isn't fair, but good teaching and good schools are the best means we have of overcoming disadvantage and opening the doors of opportunity for young people. So, the how and the why. Here are some thoughts. One answer or starting point for the how and the why is to unpick and unpack what each of you individually is really on about. Know thyself, it's inscribed on the walls of the Arts Building just around the corner from here. Understand your passions and values, and I think you'll apply yourself more passionately to the work that you do. I think that once you get this, then life starts to make a whole lot more sense. It took me nearly 50 years, I think, to get it. Be confident, but also humble enough to listen. For mine, one of the most powerful combinations in the world is confidence combined with humility. Renzo Piano again puts it slightly differently. He says stubbornness and a capacity to listen are the apparently conflicting but critical attributes of a good architect at least. I think you should look for fellow travellers and good mentors. Understanding your values tells you something about the peers and the work colleagues who will bring out the best in you. It also underpins our capacity to call things out when something isn't right, a really tough thing to do. And on International Women's Day, it's useful to remind all of us, men and women, that there's still plenty of work to do in the world of equal opportunity. Understand too that people who are different from you will often complement you, as long as your values are aligned. I had some wonderful mentors, including Jeff London and others at the architecture school when I was at UWA. Make the most of your generous teachers and the professional peers around you. And look beyond the horizon. We live in a beautiful corner of the world, but it's also just one little corner of a very large, complex and extremely uneven world. I think you should be prepared to travel and find new experiences. Even if you want to come back and procreate, and it's a great place to do that, make sure that you give yourself a different perspective on this place. It's invaluable, and I think it's actually essential. I'm nearly at the end, but I can't end without reference to the great philosopher king, Jerome Alan Seinfeld. I'm very fond of his simple triumvirate of life lessons, even if it means repeating a slightly coarse American colloquialism. Seinfeld put these together for his own alma mater speech a couple of years back, and he said, pay attention, which I really like, bust your ass, and fall in love. And this last thing, of course, is about falling in love, not with someone, but with what you do. Just last week, I mentioned this occasion to a wonderful West Australian landscape architect, Kate Cullity, and it was Kate, in fact, who suggested the musings of Renzo Piano, who I'm quoting liberally tonight. Piano also likes to talk about the value of sailing, which is his other great passion, in relation to his work. The thing about sailing, he says, according to Kate, though I can't find the quote, is that it taught him to tack. It kind of relates to Seinfeld's dictum to pay attention, amongst other things. Getting your bearings, scanning the horizon, being attentive and open to possibilities, being ready and able to duck the boom if required, and adjust your sail and to still stubbornly hold your course. That, I think, is an interesting and thrilling prospect for everyone here tonight. So congratulations to all the graduates and award winners tonight, and good luck. Thanks.
I think you'll all agree that Fred Chaney's address is a fitting introduction to the primary purpose of this ceremony, which is to confer upon graduates awards of the university in recognition of their academic achievements. My name is Professor Simon Anderson, and I'm the Dean and Head of the UWA School of Design. It's my pleasure tonight to present graduates to the Pro-Chancellor for conferral of the degree of Bachelor. Pro-Chancellor, I present the following graduates to you for conferral of the degree of Bachelor of this university. For the degree of Bachelor of Design with a degree-specific major in Architecture, Sky Louise Barlow. Aaron Robert Bills. Jeffrey Yu Sing Chu. Vicky Chua Bamrang. Sasha Rachel Clark. Christopher Trevor Corlett. Tien Tan Dang. Brian Ross Donnelly. James Michael Druitt. Ceylon Falaki. Sophia Alexandra Fellman. Tabitha Jing Yi Fong. Michael Thomas Warrellow Fragamini. Galvin Francisco. Nicholas Jian Fu Gan. Phoebe Louise Gorfin. John Grigich. Tyron Patrick Hanlon. Kara Elizabeth Rosie Harter. Jamie Rianne Hilton. Louise Lu Yi Hong. Jamie May Horgan. Leslie Claire Howard. Nur Layana Binti Ibrahim O Maha. Samuel Benison Idrawan. Emily Louise Johnson. Aaron Pierce Jones. Liam Magnus Jones. Mohammed Fuad bin Kamsin. Elise Marina Karageorge. Anton Michael Kua Zirapa. Wei Yao Li. Cameron Jack Lewis. Beth Sophia Ligens. Joanna Pui Shan Lo. Simone Lauren Marnowick. Alexander Zelandis Matthews. Rosie Grace McCutcheon. Fallon Page Ogilvie. Adrian Emile Rad. Jackson Victor Reyes. Megan Vivian Rex. Benjamin Bradley Riches. Jack Andrew Ross. Jonty James Ryan. Morgan Margaret Shavsmar. Sydney Seo. Yan Ying Larissa Sia. Chun Hong Sim. Sophie Elizabeth Stelmark. Michael Alexander Temelkos. Andrew Tiet. Georgia Ann Trelaw. Alan Lawrence Wade. Bianca Rose Westman. Ryan Ezekiel Williams. Sean David Wilson. Samuel Liam Worley. Narelle Deanne Worth. Elise Monique Yanovich. For the degree of Bachelor of Design with a degree-specific major in Fine Arts, Susan Marie Isabel Everett. For the degree of Bachelor of Design with a degree-specific major in Integrated Design, Jeremy Allen Armstrong. Wang In Lo. Mary C. Ki Tien. For the degree of Bachelor of Design with a degree-specific major in Landscape Architecture, Jacqueline Hasler. Gregory Joseph Naylor. Veronique Jeanne Michelle Plaisy. Sasha Spasic. Sean Thomas Tyler. For the degree of Bachelor of Design with Honours, Lorraine Michelle Weston. For the degree of Bachelor of Environmental Design, Felicia Nicole Bateman. Lauren Brooke Formenton. Han Jiang. Lewis Lindsay Kilpatrick. Tessa Marie Riles. And for the degree of Bachelor of Landscape Architecture, Wei Lam William Ho. Nelson Lee Jeffrey. Samuel Alexander Travers.
On behalf of this university, I confer the degree of Bachelor upon the graduates presented to me by the Dean of the UWA Design School. The university is very proud of its School of Music and of the performance standards of its students. I therefore have great pleasure in introducing a brief musical interlude by the UWA voice students who will be performing Steal Away.
Steal away,
The next part of the ceremony recognises the achievements of graduates in completing the requirements for postgraduate awards.
It is my pleasure tonight to present graduates to the Pro-Chancellor for conferral of the degree of Graduate Diploma and Masters of this University. For the Graduate Diploma in Urban Design, Muhammad Izzawan bin Isnin. For the degree of Master of Architecture, Louise Michelle Allen. Leah Elizabeth Arman. Sarah Melanie Asher. Stephanie Marie Banazak. Svetlana Agnes D'Souza. Blaine Jordan Edwards. Long Soo Hee. Sean Alexander Francis Heath. Mitchell Paul Hender. Carlson Jean Charles. Gyok Sing Kaur. Ursula Renee Kirschner. Marion Adriana Mahindra. Kylie Cherie Maxfield. Jamie Margaret Major. Angus Robert James McBride. David Andrew Sharp. Ki Tian Tay. Jacob Paul Turner. Bradley John Van Dyke. Genesis Lisette Vidal Valles. Kwei Fat Yong. For the degree of Master of Architecture with Distinction, Bao Wook Dang. Joshua James Duncan. Zach Christian Riccelli Evangelisti. Felix Peter Joensen. Julia Ann Captain. Jason Macalino. Benjamin Carey Moffat. Leo John Scholl. For the degree of Master of Landscape Architecture, Frances Robin Shaw. Evelyn Ruth Vanderleck. And for the degree of Master of Urban Design, Zoe Melantha Helen Myers.
On behalf of this university, I confer the degree of Graduate Diploma and Masters upon the graduates presented to me by the Dean of the UWA Design School.
My name is Professor Helen Wilde, Dean and Head of the UWA Graduate School of Education. It's my pleasure tonight to present graduates to the Pro-Chancellor for conferral of the degree of Graduate Diploma and Masters. Pro-Chancellor, I present the following graduates to you for conferral of the degree of Graduate Certificate, Graduate Diploma and Masters of this university. For the Graduate Certificate in Tertiary Teaching, Monica Scotchner. For the Graduate Diploma in Education, Tess Janet Abraham. Tina Eileen Allen. Susan Janet Olfrey. Elisa Louise Baker. Lisa Therese Bennett. Alistair Peter Joseph Chegwidden. Georgia Andy Kendall Clark. Rachel Susan Clifton Sims. Sarah Elizabeth Cole. Tamala Page Cox. Kelsey Page Curry. Thomas David Curtin. Libby Kate Day. Caitlin Jo Deacon Ganaway. Anna Shi Shin Deng. Luke Alan Desmond. Tuscany Brock Dew. Sarah Joanne Ditchburn. Davina Martina Dottalong. Jordan Lee Doyle. Sarah Michelle Eccles. Luke Robert Farrell. Elizabeth Helen Futrell. Ebra Margaret Fleck. Alicia Laker Marie Fogliani. Amy Frances Ford. Louise Catherine May Ford. Rachel Jane Garrick. Emily Grace George. Eleanor Kate Glacken. Renee Diane Goldspink. Caitlin Louise Gooch. Cassandra Lee Greenwell. George Bernard Grover. Perry Renee Hawkes. Chloe Hewitt. Katrina Ann Keegan. Shane James Kelly. Jessie Dean Kerwin. Daya Kovacevic. Catherine Emily McLeod Lane. Justin Janjit Law. Sasha Nicole Lawrence. Erica Letizia. Jenny Lee. Michael T. Yong Lo, Hazel Ann Longmere, Reese Anthony Loxley, Simon John MacDonald, Jessie Ella Marsh, Taylor Alexander Matthews, Megan Katrina Mattiaccio, Nathan Alexander Mackenzie, Andrew Robert Mercer, Annalise Marie Miller, Sarah Louise Mortimer, Amanda Morton, Fletcher McLaren Miles, Ashley Jia Yi Ng, John Patrick O'Shea, Tasha Christine Ocean, Siobhan Frances Helen Papalia, Samuel Oliver Paulin, Jessica Sarah Pilera, James Douglas Ryston Pratt, Jared Trevor Prentice, Joanne Monique Price, Gillian Marie Purcell, Pamika Reynolds, Michael Ryman Richards, Olivia Kate Rourke, Peter Mackey Ruin, Emily Marie Sainty, Chelsea Renee Sanders, Sok Yang Kelly Xiao, Michaela Shirley, Lani and Grainy Sujiri, Ariane Kate Taylor, James Paul Anthony Taylor, John Paul Barry Taylor, Huda Tiba, Hannah Grace Uglow, Rowan John Ullman, Mia Ashley Van Kaan, Michael Owen Fentner, Muktesh Vik, Ryan Thomas Wade, Emily Claire Wallace, Patrick Campbell White, Fern York, Catherine Lucy Young, Chengshi Yuan, Shannon Samir Zaruha, for the degree of Master of Curriculum Studies, Paula Patricia Beck, Jennifer Ann Burton, Melanie Sarah Hobbs, Sheila Florence Lee, Lisa Ann Meads, for the degree of Master of Education, Natalie Clara Cloud, Julian Wolfgang Fritz, Anne-Marie Gaunt, Jonathan James Gillett, Lo Siok Hong, Kate Marie Simeon, Fenghua Zhang, for the degree of Master of Education Research Methods, Shahrul Nizam bin Abdul Rahman. For the degree of Master of Educational Leadership, Beverly Jane Brader. Kristen Jade Nairn. Katie Loren Peirce. For the degree of Master of School Leadership, Nina Jade Anderson. Sarah Megan Baden-Powell. Catherine Ann Burke. Rosalba Butterworth. Maureen Annette Carmichael. Edward Paul Croft. Elizabeth Margaret Hamer. Linda Hillgrove. Fiona Margaret Cowald. Jodie Marie Norwell. Hilary Suzanne Saunders. Vanessa Elaine Scott. Katina Otham Signer. Avneel Swami. Jodie Evelyn Voss. Catherine Jean Ward. For the degree of Master of Teaching, Early Childhood Teaching, Ellen Olivia Alchaturi. Alex Carlton Moyle. Sarah Marie Dring. Marie Genevieve Raj. Katrina Jane Millard-Hurst. Myla Moraes Grossman. Edna Lee. Priyanka Murthy. Ashika Shanti Pillai. Lauren Raquel Pelera. Rhiannon Lee Smith. For the degree of Master of Teaching, Primary Teaching, Crystal Patricia Cameron. Ellen Louise Ruby Shannon. Yaka Marie Sophie Jean Coulter-Nile. Felicia Annalise Friend. Hannah Margaret Gifford. Bianca Rose Matthews. Olivia Louise Monty. Joanne Rose Morrison Mayo. Jay Vella. For the degree of Master of Teaching, Secondary Teaching, Sabina Jessica Bielski-Naprowski. Diana Carolina Casella. Cameron Andrew Dean. Mitchell Antonio De Virgilio. Daniel Robert Fortini. Ellen Fortini. Crystal Hugh. Davy Shilton John. Callum John Knight. Nina Labushanyi. Josephine Sharon Lowe. Candice Felicia Lauren Matthews. Zachary David Matthews. Gemma Serafina Moser. Clay Jonathan Murray. Emma Louise Roberts. Sarah Elizabeth Gwynn Suroni. Angelique Patrice Smith, Vanessa Jane Thurgate, Tien Di Vo, and Emily Louise Ward.
On behalf of this university, I confer the degree of Graduate Diploma and Masters of this university upon the graduates presented to me by the Dean and Head of the Graduate School of Education. Congratulations.
To qualify for the award of a doctoral degree of this university, a graduate is required over not less than 3 years to complete training at an advanced level and to pursue research leading to a thesis that makes a substantial and original contribution to knowledge. The thesis is examined by 3 distinguished scholars of international standing. The examination process subjects the thesis to criticism and evaluation at the highest level and ensures that the recipient of the degree has demonstrated the ability to carry out successful research which satisfies rigorous standards. Pro-Chancellor, I now present to you graduates who've completed theses that have fulfilled the requirements for the award of the degree of Doctor of Education of this university. Pro-Chancellor, for a thesis entitled Quality Teaching and Learning Experiences in Mother Tongue, Tamil Language in Singapore Kindergartens, Teacher's Perspective, I present to you Komala Angapan Panir Selvam. For a thesis entitled Home-Based Learning Support Groups in Western Australia, an Interpretive Study, I present to you Susanna Magdalena Conradi. For the thesis entitled Teacher Knowledge, Information and Communications Technology, and the Teaching of Chinese as a Second Language in Singapore, I present to you Lim Si Hui. And for the thesis entitled Senior School Physical Education Curriculum Policy Reforms in an Australian Context, A Focus on Western Australia 2005 to 2015, I present to you Barry John Paveling.
On behalf of this university, I confer the degree of Doctor of Education upon the graduands presented to me by the Dean and Head of the Graduate School of Education.
Pro-Chancellor, I now present to you graduates who've completed theses that have fulfilled the requirements for the award of the degree of Doctor of this university. Pro-Chancellor, for the thesis entitled Awakening Students' Minds to Einstein Gravity and the Solar System, a study of outreach centre effectiveness, I present to you Marina Pitts. And for the thesis entitled The Development and Validation of a Multiple Assessment Instrument Process for Identifying Intellectually Gifted 6- and 7-year-old Children in the Classroom, I present to you Eileen Valerie Slater.
On behalf of this university, I confer the degree of Doctor of this university upon the graduands presented to me by the Dean and Head of the Graduate School of Education. I now invite the Warden of Convocation's representative, Dr. Doug McGee, to welcome tonight's new graduates.
Fellow graduates, as representative of the Warden of Convocation of the University, I congratulate you on your graduation. As graduates, you join the diverse alumni of this university. Because of UWA's unique structure and supporting legislation, you also automatically join Convocation, the representative body of the graduates as lifelong members. As members of Convocation, you now have the right and privilege to share in and contribute to the intellectual and cultural life of the university, and to stand for election for the Council of Convocation and for the 2 places on Senate elected by the members of Convocation. As a member of Convocation, you join over 100,000 graduates who have successfully completed their studies at UWA over the past 100 years. The friendships you have developed as a student at UWA are fostered within Convocation to support valued lifelong networks. I welcome you as a new member and encourage you to continue the relationships with the university, which began when you chose to study here and continues as a member of Convocation. Congratulations and best wishes.
Tonight, we're primarily celebrating the achievements of our students. It's appropriate, therefore, that a student voice should be heard to mark this significant occasion. I'm delighted to invite Daniel Fortini, graduating tonight with a degree of Master of Teaching, Secondary Teaching, to give a valedictory address on behalf of tonight's graduates.
Pro-Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, members of the Senate, distinguished guests, members of staff, my fellow graduates and our guests, and those looking at the program trying to figure out if I am in fact the last speaker. Tonight we are celebrating a journey that has been our tertiary education, and while I could stand before you and delve into vivid descriptions of the beautiful UWA campus and the amazing university lifestyle, I don't believe that these sentiments would accurately encapsulate the true experience we know as students. Late nights, missed deadlines, grueling 3-hour exams, hectic hangovers, lazy team members on group assessments. We, the students, know that the journey of education is one founded on our mutual love for the self-inflicted pain that is student life. It is our shared masochistic tendencies that brought us together as freshmen, and it is these very same tendencies that allowed us to persist through our degrees and make it to Winthrop Hall tonight. Might I add that half of us graduating here tonight, or a little more than half, are even more sadistic, having opted to spend our foreseeable future as teachers, inflicting this very same grief we know too well on the future students of tomorrow. Of course, our education has been worth the struggle. The opportunities afforded to us by this university are second to none, and we are truly privileged to be able to receive them. Nevertheless, while a privilege, full-time study is also a trauma, and it really does take its toll, which is why tonight I will reflect on our student experience through the 5 stages of grief. Stage 1, denial. Our first week is often met with wide-eyed optimism. This semester, we say, this semester will be different. I bought 1 notebook for each subject, I torrented all my textbooks, and there is no way I'm missing a required reading this time. Week 2 arrives, and here comes denial, usually manifesting itself as the all-too-familiar procrastination. University students are too good at postponing tasks until it's almost too late. Take the classic, oh, I've got 2 weeks to write this assessment, I can do it tomorrow, followed by, I've still got 2 days to write this assessment. I can start it tomorrow. Followed by, how can my lecturer honestly expect me to write this paper in 2 hours? My best answer to this is we do it for the thrill. We compare this stomach-churning, sinking feeling of genuinely not knowing if we can finish a task with the rush of passing that task at the last minute, and we choose the roller coaster ride every time. Next semester, we say, next semester will be different. Stage 2, anger, the offspring of denial. Anger sets in when we run out of time to procrastinate. It's no longer about whether we can get the task done or not, but an exercise in blame shifting, and nothing is sacred. So we get a bad mark back, and it's not quite what was planned. We were aiming for the university D and ended up with a high school D. Needless to say, it surely wasn't our fault for procrastinating in stage 1, so begins the blame shifting. Remember how loud your housemate was on the night you were trying to write this assessment? Oh, this bad mark is his fault. You were too nice, you wanted to avoid that conflict, so you went to the library. But there was that kid playing League of Legends, clicking his mouse 600 times a minute. How are you meant to get anything done? This bad mark is her fault. So you check your phone and your best mate's begging you to come out for a drink. They seem a little intoxicated. Really, your only choice is to go out and make sure that they get home safe. This bad mark is your friend's fault. You are a saint amongst men, and there's no 2 ways about it. The blame game only ends when we get to our next assessment and we take on a new approach. Stage 3, bargaining. We're not about the procrastination life anymore. We've learnt our lesson and we're going to get this done by treating ourselves. It's quite simple. We reach a milestone on an assessment and we reward ourselves. The problem is that with only us to regulate the rewards, some of the bargains we reach are not optimal. We made a Word document and saved it in our uni folder. Oh, okay, not bad. You've earned a coffee break. You put a title on your page, added a section for references, and spent 10 minutes customising your page numbers. Go enjoy a nap. Good year. You woke up, messaged 5 people from the unit, and 4 of them haven't even started yet. You've outdone yourself this time. I guess you can go out tonight after all. Bargaining may have good intentions, but the end result is always the same. Stage 4, depression. So far, this has been a poor attempt at humour, but but I want to point out there is nothing to laugh about at this stage. Our mental health is something that we take for granted until it becomes apparent that it is at risk. This could manifest as you reconsidering if you want to be a university student, withdrawing socially, or things far worse that I don't want to talk about. There is a certain irony in the way we all come from different backgrounds, fight our own individual battles of varying difficulty, while it's a shared goal of education and enlightenment that we are all pursuing. I think it is this shared element that pulls us through stage 4, the support we provide for one another on the journey. We might all take different paths and meet different creatures along the way, but we are not alone at university. Everyone graduating here tonight, bar none, has someone to thank for lending an ear, a hand, a shoulder, or even just a hug when times got tough. Thank you to those who pulled me through. Stage 5, acceptance. Whether you accepted a year, a month, a week, a day, or just 1 hour before your graduation, we finally accept that we've conquered university and everything it has to throw at us. Whether you passed with flying colours or an early adopter of the well-known mantra, P's get degrees, we are all graduates here tonight, and we have done ourselves, our loved ones, and the university very proud. A huge thank you to all here tonight to share the moment with us, in particular the fantastic university staff for their tireless efforts in preparing us to become lifelong learners. Certainly I was not the dux nor the social butterfly of this fantastic cohort of architecture, design and education students. There were surely better people to deliver this address to you tonight, but I have given it my absolute best, and I hope I've done your personal experience at university justice. Thank you so much, and good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank you for your participation in tonight's proceedings, which I know will have made the ceremony very memorable for all the graduates. I particularly wish to thank Mr. Fred Chaney for giving the graduation address, thank you, and Daniel Fortini, what can I say, thank you, for his valedictory address. I think you will agree that both speakers enriched these proceedings greatly. To all our new graduates, I offer my warmest congratulations. The university is very proud of your achievements, and we sincerely hope that your experience here has provided you with a sound basis for satisfaction and success in your future lives and careers. We wish you all the best in whatever you seek to achieve. As UWA graduates, you will be ambassadors of a leading university in the Australian and the international arena, and your future achievements will enhance its reputation. We hope that you'll keep in touch with us over the coming years to let us know what you're doing, and that you will retain a lifelong interest in your university. So go forward, seek wisdom, and carry with you the very best which this university has been pleased to offer. The ceremony is now concluded, and I invite you to join us on Whitfell Court for light refreshments. Members of the audience are asked to rise and remain standing in their places until the procession, including the new graduates, has left the hall. I thank you.